Hi everyone, here I am today on my business corner again. I have Marcus Doucet here of Backyard Brewery. Hi Marcus.
Hey, how's it going, Jess? How you doing?
Yes, I'm great, and we're excited to have you here. I
Thank
always
you.
start off a little bit with tell us about you and tell us about your business.
Sure. As you said, my name is Marcus Doucet. I'm with Backyard Brewery. We are a family-owned and operated brewery and brew pub in Manchester, New Hampshire, right on the very end of South Willow Street, where it turns into Londonderry. We are going up on our third year of business here,
Yes.
brewing beer, making food, and having a good time.
Awesome. That is awesome. And you run that with your sister, right?
My sister and my dad, yeah. So my dad was actually the Yard Restaurant, if you're familiar. He had that for 40 years, and about 3 years ago, we turned it over to Backyard, and that's what we've been doing since. So
So awesome. So I had both my baby shower and my wedding shower at the Yard Restaurant.
yeah, and I see you at trivia quite a bit now that we're Backyard.
Yes, I'm at trivia quite a bit. And Mondays was date night at the bar. So
yeah,
definitely one of our favorite places to hang out. So obviously the pandemic has been kind of crazy, and
totally.
with New Hampshire, it was kind of an abrupt stay-at-home order. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how that impacted you guys and your business and what that kind of looked like for you?
I think initially, it wouldn't go without saying that it was kind of it wasn't a super shock just based off of Massachusetts and the other areas that were being affected. New Hampshire was shut down restaurants the day prior to St. Patrick's Day. For a lot of New Hampshire restaurants, that was a huge hit. It's not a regular day here. It's a lot of preparation. It's new beers that were created. We do a special food day. It's not our normal menu. So we had all this extra food ordered. That morning, the governor had come on and said, "We're not closing. We're not closing." As far as we had known, we were going ahead as normal. And then at 3 o'clock that day, I just started getting tons of text messages and phone calls, and we didn't really get the heads up except for the news. The news was kind of who broke it for us.
That's
So that
crazy.
Yeah, so that was rough. And in a day, starting on a Monday night, we instantly had to shut down. Um, so we had a good flood of business that night. A lot of people were coming out to just kind of say goodbye and show their last supports. But yeah, it was really rough. I mean, businesses all over depend on holidays like St. Patrick's Day. It's a huge drinking holiday. It's a huge eating holiday. People start early in the morning, and
Mhm.
I know
We do.
for a lot of yeah, I so, but I know for a lot of restaurants locally, it was a huge hit that holiday alone. Um, and yeah, I mean, it started off saying 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and it ended up turning into 10 weeks. So that's a lot.
Yeah. So what were you able to continue offering during
Yeah.
that time or anything?
So we continue doing takeout food. I think everyone instantly switched to that takeout food model. We were very fortunate that we do have the brewery. Typically, we offer all of our beers just on tap, but the second that happened, we contacted one of the local canning companies named Ironheart.
Oh, okay.
They're right here in Manchester, and every beer that we had in our tanks was going right to cans. We were selling 4 packs, not only here but to a few local stores, and that was a huge added benefit that I think a lot of restaurants in this area just don't have.
Yeah,
We were able to
for
keep a
sure.
lot of the retail stream was fantastic.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, we were very fortunate that we had the ability to do that. And takeout was still good. It wasn't the numbers we're used to. It's hard to sustain a restaurant that isn't a takeout business on that. But the beer was fantastic for us to continue selling.
Yes, and crowlers and growlers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were able to sell off a lot of the draft beers that we had currently on in that method. So that was great.
That is awesome. So what is going on now that you're transitioning to outdoor seating and
Mhm. Yeah, 100% outdoor seating. We do have a nice patio. Also, Manchester was very fortunate, or Manchester was actually, we were very fortunate that Manchester was so accommodating and allowing us to utilize our parking as additional dining area. We've got our full menu back. We have no meat shortages, so that's great.
that is
We still have canned beer, but we're working our way to replenish our draft lines. So this week we should have all 12 drafts back up and running. And we didn't miss a beat. We still do our trivia on Wednesday nights. We still have live music on Fridays and Saturdays. It's all just outside. As of right now, we've been extremely fortunate with the weather. We haven't had to deal with any rain or too bad of incremental weather. So that's been really good. I know that'll put a damper on things if it does start getting to be bad, but
Well, you
yeah.
can't possibly have full capacity outside.
No, no, no. We're down quite a bit. I mean, it's been pretty difficult managing that. So we're down to about probably 30% of what we're usually able to do. And it's generated a few problems for us, but we're working on it. We're trying very hard to utilize a reservation system, as well as accommodate our walk-ins and make it a great experience for everyone coming in, a regular dining experience, albeit just outside. So
Yeah, that's awesome. So do you have any silver linings in this whole thing? I'm definitely a positive thinker and try and look for what am I learning from this and what can your business continue to carry with it. Have you seen any of that? What do you think that is for you guys?
I think our silver lining is we've developed a much more intimate connection with a lot of our regulars, a lot of the people who were coming in, even throughout just, to do takeout. We were giving a lot more face time with these people. It wasn't such a fast-paced environment where we were able to kind of talk to everyone and learn a little bit about them. The other silver lining is when a brewery is selling cans, there's a travel factor. Up until this, we were only in Manchester and the local area. So locals knew us, but people who are a little bit farther out had no idea we were here. We start selling cans, and suddenly those are circulating. Those are making their way to,
Yeah.
family functions. They're making their way to different stores or to different people. So we started garnishing a larger audience, and people are, seeking us out a little bit more now. Um,
So will you continue to do cans now and make it part of your kind of?
We're going to try. As of right now, we don't really have the ability to do cans as regularly and satisfy our draft lines. But it's definitely something that we are looking into. It's a great marketing tool. It's a great way to supplement your income. Um, and I think the other silver lining is just kind of um, efficiency. You have to be much more efficient with everything that you're doing when you're running on tighter margins. So that was probably the biggest one.
Awesome. So what can we do? What can my community do to continue to support you guys and help you rebound and make it through besides trivia?
I mean, just come out and support, grab a beer after work or bring your friends out for, a dinner. That's a great way to support the community. Also, I think it's a great time to just be positive, spread positive messages through social media, through review sites, through Yelp, through all this. Um, it's not easy to be reopening and acclimating to all the new cleaning protocols and masks and whatnot, and even just a new dining space. Being 100% outside. What used to take 10 steps to bring a beer to you is now taking 30.
Yeah.
So just be more accommodating, or not accommodating, be more accepting of the fact that we're working under new circumstances and we're still figuring it out. We've got our sea legs and we probably will for a little while. So come out, support, and it's not just us. It's every business, every local business, every restaurant right now that is fighting tooth and nail to recapture some of the weeks of just lost revenue. At the end of the day, we still have to pay taxes. We still have to pay rent. We still have outstanding balances with our food suppliers, and we need to make sure that these are getting paid. So if you have a favorite restaurant or if you have a favorite brewery, get out there and support them. This is the time that they need it. If you have a little extra, buy a gift card for the future. These are just kind of the things that I hope to see the communities doing. I know I'm doing it for my favorite spaces. So
Me too. Me too. So I'll see you Wednesday night. If
all right,
anyone
come in
has
for
any
dinner.
other questions, make sure you go to their website, swing by, pick up some beer, or sit in and eat their delicious food. Thank you so, so much, Marcus, and we will see you soon.
Sounds great. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.